7 things women do only when they love you madly. Have you ever wondered if someone truly loves you, or if you're just convenient to them? Because the truth is, when a woman loves you casually, she behaves one way. But when she loves you deeply, emotionally, almost obsessively, her behavior changes in ways most men don't understand. She begins doing things she normally never does for anyone else. Not because she has to, but because her emotions push her to. Psychologists say that when someone is deeply in love, their brain releases powerful chemicals like dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. These chemicals literally change how a person thinks and behaves. That's why when a woman loves you madly, she won't just say it, she'll show it through behaviors that are impossible to fake for long. And today, you're going to discover 7 powerful signs that a woman loves you madly. Some of these signs are subtle, some are surprising, and some, most men completely miss. So pay close attention, because once you understand these signals, you'll never be confused about her feelings again. Let's begin. 1. She prioritizes you without being asked. One of the strongest signs a woman loves you deeply is when she naturally prioritizes you. Not because you demanded it, not because she's trying to impress you, but because her mind constantly considers you important. When a woman is only mildly interested, she fits you into her life when it's convenient. But when she loves you madly, she begins rearranging her life around you. She'll make time even when she's busy. She'll check on you when you're silent. She'll think about you when you're not even around. And this isn't about dependency. It's about emotional investment. Psychology shows that when people fall deeply in love, their brain begins to treat their partner as a top emotional priority. Your happiness affects her happiness. Your stress affects her mood. Your success makes her feel proud. That's why she naturally begins asking questions like, "Did you eat? How was your day? Are you okay?" These small gestures might seem simple, but they reveal something powerful. You are living in her mind. And when someone keeps thinking about you, without effort, that's when you know their love is real. 2. She becomes emotionally vulnerable with you. This is something many men underestimate. Women don't easily show the deep emotions, especially their fears, their insecurities, or the past wounds, because emotional vulnerability requires trust. But when a woman loves you deeply, she slowly begins lowering her emotional defenses. She tells you things she doesn't tell other people, stories about her childhood, her dreams, her struggles, her disappointments. She might even share things she's ashamed of. Why? Because when someone loves you deeply, they want you to see the true self. Not just the attractive version, not just the confident version, but the real human being behind everything. Relationship psychology calls this emotional intimacy. And emotional intimacy is actually stronger than physical attraction, because physical attraction can fade, but emotional connection creates deep attachment. When a woman opens her heart to you, it means she trusts you with something extremely valuable, her inner world, and trust like that doesn't happen easily. 3. She worries about losing you. Now this might sound surprising, but when someone loves you deeply, they develop a natural fear of losing you. Not a toxic or controlling fear, but a protective emotional concern. She might ask questions like, "Do you still love me? Are you happy with me? Do you see a future with me?" This doesn't mean she's insecure. It means you matter to her deeply. When we emotionally invest in someone, our brain naturally becomes protective of that connection. This is called attachment bonding. The more emotionally attached someone becomes, the more they value the relationship. That's why a woman who loves you madly will sometimes show small signs of jealousy. or ask for reassurance, or want to know you're still committed. Because deep love creates emotional risk. When you give your heart to someone, you also risk having it broken. So when she worries about losing you, it's often because her feelings are very real. 4. She pays attention to small details about you. Another powerful sign of deep love is attention to detail. When someone loves you, your small habits become important to them. Your favorite food, your favorite music, your childhood stories, your dreams and goals. A woman who loves you deeply will remember things even you forgot mentioning. You might casually say, "I like this kind of coffee," and weeks later, she buys it for you. You might mention a stressful project at work, and days later she asks, "Did that meeting go well? Why does this happen?" Because when someone loves you, your life becomes mentally significant to them. Your thoughts stay in their memory. Your preferences matter. Your happiness matters. And these small acts of attention are actually one of the purest signs of affection. Because remembering small details requires emotional focus. And people only focus that deeply on things that truly matter. 5. She supports your growth. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't just want your attention. She wants your success. She encourages your goals. She supports your ambitions. She motivates you when you're discouraged. Psychologists call this mutual growth support. Healthy love doesn't limit you. It helps you become better. That's why a woman who loves you madly will celebrate your achievements. Even the small ones. She'll say things like, "I'm proud of you. I believe in you. You can do this." And sometimes, she'll push you to do better when you doubt yourself. Not because she's controlling, but because she sees your potential. True love doesn't compete with you. It builds you. 6. She shows affection even when you're not perfect. Movies often show love as perfect. But real love is very different. Real love means accepting someone's imperfections. A woman who loves you deeply will see your flaws, your mistakes, your bad days, but she won't run away because of them. Instead, she'll try to understand you. She'll forgive small mistakes. She'll stay during difficult moments. Psychologists call this compassionate attachment. When love becomes deep, people stop looking for perfection. They start valuing connection. That means she still cares about you when you're stressed, you're tired, you're not at your best. Because deep love is not about temporary attraction. It's about emotional commitment. 7. She imagines a future with you. The final and most powerful sign is when a woman starts imagining a future with you. She talks about long-term plans, trips together, life goals, maybe even family. And these conversations aren't random. They reveal something important. You are part of her life vision. Psychologists say when someone loves deeply, their brain naturally integrates their partner into their future identity. They don't just think about tomorrow. They think about years ahead. That's why she might say things like, "We should travel there someday. I wonder what our future house would look like. What kind of life do you want?" Because in her mind, you are not temporary. You are part of the story she's building. 8. She becomes protective of the relationship. When a woman loves you deeply, she doesn't just enjoy the relationship. She protects it. This means she becomes careful about things that could damage the connection between you. For example, she may avoid situations that could create misunderstandings. She may defend you when others criticize you unfairly. She may try to resolve conflicts instead of walking away from them. Why does this happen? Because when someone values a relationship deeply, they begin to treat it as something worth protecting. In psychology, this is known as relationship investment. The more emotionally invested someone becomes, the more effort they put into maintaining the connection. A woman who only likes you casually will not do this. If problems appear, she might simply walk away. But a woman who loves you deeply will try to repair and strengthen the bond. This is one of the clearest differences between temporary attraction and genuine love. Temporary attraction disappears when things become difficult. Real love works through the difficulty. 9. She wants to understand your mind. Another surprising sign of deep love is curiosity about your inner world. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't just want to know what you do, she wants to understand how you think. She becomes interested in your opinions, your beliefs, your goals, your fears, your childhood experiences. This is because love creates a natural desire for emotional connection, and emotional connection requires understanding the other person's mind. She might ask questions like, "What made you interested in that? What were you like as a kid? What do you really want in life?" These conversations may seem simple, but they reveal something important. She wants to understand the real person behind the surface. And that level of curiosity usually appears only when someone feels deep emotional attachment. 10. She feels happy when you are happy. This is one of the most beautiful aspects of real love. When a woman loves you deeply, your happiness begins to affect her happiness. Psychologists call this emotional synchronization. It means two people's emotions start influencing each other. If you are excited about something, she feels excited too. If you succeed at something, she feels proud. If you're stressed or upset, she may feel concerned or supportive. This happens because love creates a shared emotional experience. Your emotional world becomes connected to hers. That's why couples who truly love each other often say things like, "When you're happy, I'm happy." This isn't just a romantic phrase. It's actually a psychological reality. Part 3. Hidden signs she loves you more than she says. Sometimes the strongest signs of love are not spoken out loud. They appear through subtle behaviors. Things many men overlook. Let's look at some of the hidden signals that reveal deep affection. 11. She misses you when you're not around. One of the clearest signs of emotional attachment is missing someone deeply. When a woman loves you madly, your absence becomes noticeable to her. Your presence has become part of her emotional routine. When you're gone, something feels different. She may text you just to check in, she may ask when she will see you again. She may send small messages like, "Hope your day is going well. I was thinking about you." These small gestures reveal something powerful. You occupy space in her daily emotional life. And when someone occupies that space, it means they matter deeply. 12. She celebrates your wins. When a woman truly loves you, your victories become her victories. Even if it's something small. Maybe you achieve a goal at work. Maybe you solve a difficult problem. Maybe you reach a personal milestone. A woman who loves you will celebrate these moments with genuine enthusiasm. She might say, "I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it. You deserve this." Why does this matter? Because true love doesn't compete. It supports. A person who loves you wants to see you grow and succeed. Your progress becomes something they feel happy about. 13. She makes effort to stay connected. In modern relationships, effort is extremely important. Anyone can say they care, but effort shows the truth of someone's feelings. A woman who loves you madly will make an effort to stay connected with you, even during busy days. Even when life becomes stressful, she will find ways to maintain the emotional bond. This might include checking on you regularly, Making plans to spend time together. Sending thoughtful messages. Remembering important dates. These actions may seem small, but together, they show something powerful. She is actively maintaining the relationship. And people only invest effort like this when someone truly matters to them. Firstly, understanding the depth of real love. At this point, you may notice something important. True love isn't just about romantic words or dramatic gestures. It's about consistent behavior over time. Anyone can say, "I love you," but only genuine love produces the actions we've discussed. Let's explore a few final signs that reveal the deepest level of emotional attachment. 14. She respects you. Respect is one of the most important foundations of love. When a woman loves you deeply, she doesn't just feel attraction. She also respects who you are as a person. This means she values your opinions. She listens when you speak. She cares about your perspective. Respect creates emotional safety in a relationship. Without it, love cannot survive for long. But when respect is present, the relationship becomes stronger and more stable. 15. She accepts your imperfections. Nobody is perfect. Every person has flaws. But when someone loves you deeply, they don't expect perfection. They understand that relationships involve two imperfect people choosing each other anyway. This doesn't mean ignoring serious problems. But it does mean being patient with normal human imperfections. She won't leave simply because you had a bad day. She won't judge you harshly for small mistakes. Instead, she sees you as a complete human being, not just an idealized version. 16. She invests time and energy into the relationship. One of the clearest signs of real love is investment. Time, energy, attention. These are the most valuable things a person can give. A woman who loves you madly will willingly invest these resources into the relationship. She will make time for conversations. She will make time for shared experiences. She will make time to grow the bond between you. Because relationships don't grow automatically. They grow through consistent emotional investment. Final thoughts. Love can be confusing. Sometimes people say one thing but behave differently. That's why the best way to understand someone's feelings is not through words, but through patterns of behavior. A woman who loves you madly will show it through prioritizing you, opening her heart to you, supporting your growth, paying attention to your life, protecting the relationship, celebrating your success, accepting your imperfections, respecting who you are, and imagining a future with you. These behaviors reveal something powerful. Real love isn't temporary. It builds deeper over time.